I don't know about that. I do. Girl, you about to jump him. Weirdly enough, I really did trust him. On second thought, forget sleeping. I'd rather talk and catch up. This is too much. It's different seeing you like this. Why is he doing that move? Ace just chuckled and didn't say anything back. Instead, he wrapped his arms around me. On a plane to LA, our main character gets hired at her dream job. Her first day is going simple so far. She's meeting the boss. There's one specific rule though. Her job entails helping out high-profile clients make their image look better to the public. But the one rule, you cannot be smooching on your clients. It's a no-no. Little problem though. Our character's first client is her childhood friend, her childhood crush, her dream husband. Let's be honest, we all think, or at least I think, Eden's gonna take a bite of the forbidden fruits. Guess we are back with the next chapter of Game of Hearts. Let's just get into this. Let's see what drama happens. Is she gonna tell her boss about her history? Damn. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Go follow the amazing author Regina, and without further ado, let's start the drama. Ace, you know him? Yes, I know him. We're not gonna lie to our boss on the first day. Of course, I mean, who doesn't? Anyway, this isn't what a meeting should look like. Mr. Anderson, why don't you go meet my assistant Rose while I prepare the meeting? Sure. Seeing Ace at the agency was the last thing I was expecting. Is it though? Is it the last thing? Ace, my first client, how was I gonna navigate through this? As Rhonda led him to the waiting room, his eyes still lingered on mine. What kind of a problem is this? Miss Eden, Rhonda, I know you're new and this is your first job, but getting speechless in front of a client is still not acceptable. You're gonna have to tell Rhonda. Rhonda, I'm sorry, I was a bit surprised. Fine. What I wanted to say was that I hope you're up for the challenge. You may or may not know this, but Ace Anderson is not an easy client to handle. I got appointed by his coach. He was reluctant to get an image consultant. Really? He already went through 2 publicists and no one can handle him. But as you know here, you need to prove yourself before I can give you a permanent job. You got it. We're gonna assure her because we need to assure ourselves. I will give my best and give him an image makeover that no one can forget. Good. Let's start the meeting. Thank you for accommodating Ace at the last minute. The fact we're just not gonna say we have history with this boy. Rhonda probably would have respected it more if we'd been like, Rhonda, I need to bring out something too. To be honest, I do have a history with him. I almost feel that would have given her more points than just being like, shh. And you know it's gonna be a mess. We all know it's gonna be a mess. It's our pleasure to represent such a big star. As Rhonda and Ace's coach talk about their expectations, my mind drifts to the way Ace is looking at me. Why are they pretending they don't know each other? They're acting so brand new. Something tells me Ace is not gonna make this easy for me. Ace is our best player, but he never gets along with his teammates. That's because they're self-absorbed jerks. Well, Ace, sweetie, we haven't seen anything different from you yet, so I want a team that's not so sensitive to criticism. Ace, please. Along with that, Ace has never had a serious girlfriend, which sparks rumors that trigger weird gossip. We want none of that. No serious girlfriend yet. What is he doing? Rhonda's looking at me. I need to deflect. There's nothing we can't help with. And he has a reputation for pulling pranks on everyone. Is it such a big deal if some doofus can't take a joke? What are these pranks? Ace, I don't know if I trust you. It's giving me red flags from him. I just don't know about this. Just that Ace, you know the basketball league hasn't made it mandatory for you to get an image makeover. If he's having it mandatory from the basketball league, see, I don't trust this boy one bit. I know he's messy. You're not making this any easier for me. Fine. Mr. Wellberg, why don't we sign a contract with my associate EU and we'll take her time getting to know Mr. Anderson? We don't need to take time. We know him. After all, she's the one who will represent him. Okay, let's go. Take him out for lunch or something and put the expenses on the company's card. Okay. So shall we go get out of here? I guess. If you insist. I don't know much about the area, so I just took Ace to a nearby cafe. As we enter, fans start gathering outside the cafe screaming his name. Oh, this is overwhelming. Just ignore it. Happens everywhere. So this is how you do business with your client at a romantic cafe. Ace, anyways, can we talk about how I can help? For my research so far, you really need my help. Oh, really? Do I now? Are you sure it's not you who needs my help? Ace smirks, but I'm not here to get distracted, not even by his playful smile. Listen here, Ace. Listen here. Don't mess with our bag. This is Our poor girl has worked hard. And I know she's going to be part of the problem. We all know she's going to be part of the problem. But this poor girl has worked hard. We know she's had a little bit of a rough life. Who passed away? Her father, I believe. And she needs this. She's worked hard for this. And I want her to succeed. And I'm scared. I don't trust this. But I don't trust our girl either. It's gonna be a messy roller coaster ride. No matter how good he looks, I'm here for this job and I have to show him how capable I am. You do, and I'm very good at my job. I think that's very optimistic of you, but no publicist has ever managed to do that. I will straighten out your bad boy image. I'd like to see you try, but let me tell you, you're going to fail. He's just not budging. If he refuses to sign the contract or accept my help, my career will be doomed before it ever got a chance to start. I'm not begging him to do anything, but I'll propose a deal. Why don't I make a deal? A deal, okay, I'm listening. Ace pulled his chair close to me, his knee almost touching mine. I kept my eyes on his, trying not to lose focus. The closeness, the contact is already starting. I don't know if you know this, but if I don't prove that I'm worthy, Rhonda will fire me. And you really need a publicist, so wouldn't it be better if it was someone you already knew? We can both help each other. Fine, but you should know that I hate being told what to do. And I don't have any problem with my image. Well, go take that up with your coach. Go talk to the basketball league. Don't ruin our job. I promise I'll be better than all the publicists you've ever had in the past. What happened? Did you ever imagine we'd be here? I mean, you're my best friend's little sister. I could never imagine you as my super tough publicist. If we're done, we should head back to the office. Let me walk you there. They're being so extra for no reason. I feel this could just go so much simpler if they just were like at ease and chill with each other. And she was like, okay, let's work together. Let's do something. We'll try to pull some strings so you can, what kind of image do you want? I'll try to pull some strings to make them go easier on you. But in return, help me out with my job. I don't know. It doesn't have to be this complicated. But at the same time, the girl should have opened her mouth. She should have spoke up when Ace walked in the room, been like, Rhonda, I want to be honest with you. We have history. But she didn't do that. And now look what she's in. A problem. The energy we had between us was completely different today. Last night seemed like a crazy dream. I think it was a crazy dream. It was giving that. And the even crazier thing was that I knew Ace from years before. I wanted to succeed because of my hard work, not our personal rapport. Okay, I have to talk to Ace before we get into the perception office. I need him to keep our history between us. And the mess is starting. See, this is exactly the problem. And here we are. I have to talk to you about another thing. And what is that? There's no easy way to say this. I don't want to let anyone know that we know each other because I really don't want to jeopardize my job. I want us to stay strictly professional, so please forget about what happened last night. Last night? Well, I don't remember it that well. Maybe it wasn't worth remembering. Hearing him say that hurt a little. You know what else it's giving? The grade school bully who secretly has a crush on the other person. They tease them, they're mean to them, but the reality is they're going home at night dreaming of them. As I went back to the moment when I had kept my head on his chest and how when you kept his head on, did she really lay her head on his chest? I don't remember that. I know it's only been like 2 days, but I don't remember that. He had his arms wrapped around me just like this when we were all alone. He's doing it on purpose. Good, then that's easy. Ace snaked his hand around my waist, pulling me closer. Oh, maybe it wasn't a dream. Making my breath get stuck on my throat. He then came closer and whispered in my ear. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. I don't think I can even if I tried to. And I can't promise that it'll be just work between us. Why? Because you're irresistible. Excuse me? Just say that. Secret, this is why you should have opened your mouth. This girl could have sat here and told Rhonda and said, Rhonda, I really want this job, so I need to speak up and say, I do know Ace. We've known each other since we were kids. He is my brother's best friend, and I really want this job. So I'm perfectly happy working with Ace as we can keep it completely professional, but we do have a friendship history between us of family friends, or I can go completely somewhere else because I want to prove it to you that I want this job and I'm the right fit here. But she didn't do that, did she? Now she's keeping secrets. Secrets hidden away that are all gonna come out like Miss Pandora's box. And Ace, He's trouble with a capital T. He is a snack though. He's a snack. But his personality, the teasing, I like it, but only to only a little bit. Well, sometimes like he's giving it goes too far. I like a little. I like a little. It's a little playful, a little fun, and then it's no, but I know he's gonna take it a little too far. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think of the characters? Do you want chapter 3? Let me know. Go follow Regina, and thank you so much for watching as always. Bye everyone.